Shebi, this person don't come today. Now, we'll go hear from him people, whether he be good person, whether they represent them well, or be they represent them well. He go talk waiting and waiting in don't do. He go talk waiting and waiting in don't propose to do. He go talk areas where he go need support from him people and Nigerians at large. Make we appreciate them again. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Ordinary President. Country people, good morning. Oh.
Good morning, sir.
How na day?
Only say hunger day. Yeah. We dey fine, but hunger day.
We there.
I mean, I will not go tell him. So, he go ask again, we go answer him.
Country people, how na day? Oh.
We dey fine, but hunger day.
But we go conquer the hunger.
Amen.
Thank you, Ordinary President, for making me your guest this morning. Thank you, my colleague and friend, the spokesperson of the House of Representatives. My name is Dr. Patrick Umoh. I'm the honorable member representing Ikorekpene, Esienudim, Oborokara Federal Constituency. I don't know if I have even one constituent of mine here. I doubt.
Anybody from Akwa Ibom?
All right. Okay, so thank you, Brekete Family. I'm sure they are listening to me and they are part of this audience. I was sworn in on the 13th of June, 2023 to serve the people of Ikorekpene constituency. My biography has been, or my profile, the abridged profile has been read out or x-rayed by my friend. I was born on the 9th of April, 1982. I attended St. Peter's Primary School, Uruade, and I proceeded to Queen of Apostles Seminary, Afaabong. I was trained to be a Catholic priest, and but I changed my mind along
Praise
the
the
way.
Lord, somebody.
And so I proceeded to the Law University of Uyo and studied law as my first degree. Fortunately, too, I emerged the best graduating student of the Faculty of Law at the 17th and 18th convocation of the university.
Best graduating student.
Yes, sir. So after that, I went back to the university to teach. I taught many law courses. I taught legal methods, law of evidence, law of contracts, law of torts as a tutorial lecturer. Then later on, I taught petroleum and gas law. So I had a master's from the same university, and thereafter I went to University of Nigeria and Nsukka, the UNEC campus where I did my PhD. I've published many books. The most prominent is the law on climate change, since that's my area of interest. And then after some years of lecturing in the university, I resigned on the 22nd of March, 2022 to contest for the House of Representatives. So in between this period, I had been secretary of Oborokara local government area. I had been a member of the scholarships board in Akwa Ibom State, though very briefly. And I came into the Progressives Congress. I am a lawyer. That's my professional background. I've been in practice. Of course, I divided my time in between teaching and practicing law. So I've appeared in all courts in Nigeria as a legal practitioner.
Including Supreme Court?
Yes, I have.
When I know I appreciate now.
And so I did a lot.
A little closer to your mouth.
Okay, I did a lot in terms of prison reformation campaigns. I used to pick indigent prisoners and do cases for them free, and that was funded by the current president of the Senate. That was how I got close to the president of the Senate, and you would have heard that I served as a special assistant at some point and senior legislative aide. But what brought us together was his interest in helping indigent prisoners, particularly those ones who are innocent. So we took up those cases. And he funded them up to appeals, and then some of them have regained freedom and all that, and may God bless him in Jesus' name. All right, so now I chair currently the House Committee on Monitoring, Evaluation and Implementation of Legislative Agenda. And I also chair the Nigeria-Tanzania Parliamentary Friendship Group. So he calls me double chair at some point. Now, what the current National Assembly, particularly the House of Representatives, is doing is that we have an agenda for the House of Representatives, and we've identified key priority areas ranging from law reforms to improving national security, environmental sustainability, climate change, inclusion, that's gender issues. We want to treat the women well. We want to engender their participation in democracy. We also have other areas like economic growth and development, social sector reforms, and the open parliament. Now, the current parliament is called the People's House. That's why we are at home with this kind of program, because we want Nigerians to know what we are doing for them in parliament. My brother had highlighted those areas that occur as our mandate for the people, the idea of representation, oversight, legislation, and empowerment. And now all of these components are important because that's the parameter for judging what we're doing in parliament. I represent the people of Ikorekbene. I told you that earlier. And in the last 1 year and a few months, I've done my best to connect with my people. I've been able to facilitate some employments for my people because I believe in sustainable growth. People having things to do that can sustain them, not handouts. Now the challenge we have as parliamentarians, not handouts.
No be make I give you small, make you chop, clean mouth.
Yes.
Come back tomorrow. Something will go sustain them.
Yes. Now, as parliamentarians, it's cheaper. It is
we appreciate now. Because an average Nigerian politician where we know, it will keep you in continual poverty. You go there dependent on them. Anytime where you need anything, you go come back. But for according to them, something when they say they go feel survive on their own, make we appreciate.
So I've tried to do that. I think about 16 of them have been gainfully employed and they are doing very well. All to the glory of God and for giving me the
15
mandate.
of them.
16.
Now, hold on, sir. Imagine, say, all members, House of Reps, give their people 16 jobs. How many will there for House of Reps?
360.
360 times 15, times 16. Example now they give on us so. Sorry, I beg. Sorry for interrupting you, sir.
5,760.
Una hear what I talk? Just imagine, say, every member House of Representatives, he gave 16 constituents.
Yes, sir.
Jobs. 5,700 and something. We never talk about Senate. So continue, sir.
Now, I am very intentional about skills. So currently, I'm constructing a skill acquisition center at a place called Uruaderobo, so that youth can also acquire basic skills and that are sustainable. Not everybody is able to go to school as many of us have, acquired several degrees.
Even if you go school, where job day?
So
where work day?
Some of them. So the construction is ongoing now, but then people will have access to these places and learn skills. And then again, I also had the opportunity or privilege of reconnecting about 3 clans to a power line. Now, the poles had fallen because they had wooden crossbars and all that. It was not budgeted for. I just felt that since God has blessed me and these people don't have light, I mean, they had voted for me to win. So I shouldn't be looking at the federal government budget. I should use the resources God has provided to reconnect the people to the power line. And that covers Afara, Ekpenyong, and Okun clan. There are 3 clans all in the same local government. And it is on. But we had a particular challenge which ordinary president, I may need your attention at this point. We had a particular challenge of outstanding bill by those communities. I mean, these are people who don't have money. Yes, and then one was worried as to how these estimates are obtained, because we saw them in millions, and it was above what I could afford for them. So I had to get into some interface with stakeholders to see how far we can raise money so that the people can have light, because it's not just enough to reconnect to a power line, it's also to clear the outstanding bills, which is very challenging for some Nigerians now. So I hope that will be sorted out.
Now, make people. I give you a clue. REA, Rural Electrification Agency.
Yes.
You don't ever approach them.
I have sent
Talk
my
to the
people
mic,
to
sir.
interface with them. Yes, I have sent my people to interface with them.
You get packages where your people supposed enjoy without you spending kobo under Rural Electrification Agency.
I will explore that effectively.
That is one. Number two, you see, this NEPA, this electricity where they talk. I want you to work towards seeing that you create an alternative power source for your people, like wind turbine, solar, and inverter.
Yes, we're getting there. Now, I've been able to attract solar light to my communities. A lot of communities around federal constituency, so many of them are enjoying solar light. But that's just the solar street light, not necessarily homes. But then public spaces have such provisions, and my people are also enjoying that. So I have done so much of solar. And again, we're also looking at education from the basics. The primary schools, I felt my heart bleeds when I see pupils in primary schools not having a cover or a roof over their heads, and they are schooling. And then we also have our children that are privileged who also go to better schools. So I felt that to get it from that level, we need to do a construction at St. Peter's Primary School, right, to have a 6 classroom block, which is also ongoing now. The construction is ongoing as we speak. Then we did another. I've also done another construction of a classroom at St. Charles. Those things are all ongoing now simultaneously.
And these are things we will go call your people, make them confirm.
Of course, we are building them now.
Okay.
In fact, I'm sure I'm going to, once we complete the construction of the Skill Acquisition Center, which all of these 3 things are ongoing now simultaneously. As we speak now. I have even pictures in my phone, because at each level I get pictures directly from my aides who are in Akwa Ibom. So these things are ongoing. Now, the basic challenge we have about representation are things you've addressed already. You know, our lot is that as legislators, there's a big gulf in relating with even the constituents. You know,
gap.
The gap, yes. Because the challenge is everybody wants everything to happen almost immediately. These things cannot be overnight. We need some patience. For instance, the preference may really be in today's politics that you do the handouts. You go to places, you go to events, people run after your car.
They just need you to give them money.
And then they clap for you that you are a generous man. But generosity is only generosity when it is sustainable. It is generosity when it is sustainable. And as parliamentarians, it is even the hard teaching or the hard saying. If somebody sits down and says you as a rep and makes a request that is very personal, he expects that you comply almost immediately. Otherwise, the person is not gratified. So the person begins an attack on you. And then we suffer a lot. I'm sorry, but some people, my brother knows this better. I'm going to say this advisedly. I've had where blackmailers who send you messages. It's not just serious blackmailers. People who have access to internet who ask you to send them money. Otherwise, they will blackmail you because they know you're a good man.
They will tell you.
That is what is going on. I have evidence here. I have evidence of chat here. Somebody has asked me for 50 million before, says I should send it to him, that other lawmakers send. I said, lawmakers can't send you money. Say, okay, give me 3 days and see what will happen. The next thing is he launches an attack on Facebook, opens up studio accounts, and then attacks you, personally, so that people will not believe in you anymore. But you see, for me, I am resourceful. And I believe that whatever God gives to me is to help other people. So whatever I can do is between me and my conscience is a very just judge. All of us have consciences. No matter how terrible anybody is in public office, there is that voice that will always tell you, you are doing well, my son, or you're not doing well. So you will do the best for your people once you have a conscience. And so that's what guides me. And I'm doing my best to ensure that I make a mark before I finish my first 4 years. Because for a parliamentarian, the dream is to roll over and do more for your people. Parliament is like a tama soup. You want me the following morning, it makes better sense because you are now exposed to a lot of things and people that can help you attract things for your people. So that's the point. I'm also very interested in mentorship because I realized that in Nigeria today, we lack proper mentorship. And it is important so that our young people can, we can leave a better society for the next generation. So I'm interested in that. I'm a catechist in my church, in the Catholic Church. I also believe that it is my mandate for the people, where you have to talk to people on what they should do to embrace better opportunities than I even have. For instance, we are looking at the digital economy now. That's the in thing. But then there are people back there in the villages that don't understand or appreciate the opportunities that are bound.
Now, that way you don't mention digital economy. Make you go put internet for your people for village. But one day say, may they no do Yahoo. Like that skills acquisition center.
Yes, sir.
You go put internet there. And there is nothing wrong in you making it open to an extent with a manager, because this Yahoo now is there everywhere. Children where expected and they do Yahoo, they are deep into it. So make come be say you provide internet now to help them. Somebody go take and do Yahoo, they go talk say now you put the internet because of your boys where they do Yahoo. So in fact, I withdraw that suggestion. Continue.
Well, thank you very much, Ordinary President. This is a guide too. When we finish when the facility is completed, I'm sure if you have time, I would like you to come and see it yourself. I don't mind funding that trip because it is important.
I have money.
Thank you. Just one more thing. Okay, so lastly, there is also an interest that I have in my constituency. We're doing. I've been incorporating cooperative society for people in groups and cells. And for instance, the women, I just gathered them, opened an account. I have an escrow account for them, and I left 5 million naira there. That's not government budget. That's personal sacrifices. I've left that, and then I've asked them to organize themselves so that they can also start a cooperative. I've done it for some youths, and then there's also one for the cyclists. That's the Okada people, and then for those who do roofing, so that they can gather and then do this micro credit and see how we can run. And I'm also partnering with Zenith Bank privately so that they can assist me to get these things done in my place.
Thank you. Make we appreciate. Thank you.
Because like I said earlier, it's also very challenging. Nigeria has become very complicated, very extremely complicated and difficult. Now, people like you, my friend asked a question. He said, I hope you're good, fine. And there was. Yeah,
we say we are fine, but we are hungry.
Now.
Not be lie. We lie. No, hunger, no, the Nigeria.
Yeah. Now, so now we have to take. Okay, so we have to take deliberate steps to help this country. And it is not just about those of us in parliament. It's also about the people. People talk about corruption. And you see, it is intrinsic in the way we reason now. Corruption now validates what we do. So we must take drastic steps ourselves and encourage the president of this country, because the decisions he's taking is to help the country in very sustainable ways. It's very difficult to appreciate this because everybody wants it right now. They want change immediately. Now, there are a lot of decisions the president has taken so that Nigerians can enjoy the benefits of democracy later. So we also want Nigerians to be patient. I'm sure in the
if the president they plan well for Nigerians, make you explain to us. No be animals we be. No be you they here they explain to us so. The president thinks say it too big to explain to Nigerians. Who put am there? So if you think say waiting the president they plan for this country, now good thing we go favor Nigerians in the future. Make the president explain to Nigerians. You hear? And no, you no go send person to come tell us. Now him go talk am by himself. Good idea, yes?
Okay, so thank you very much. Ordinary President, the office of Mr. President is not like the office of Ordinary President. These are two important offices at their levels, respectively.
My brother, my own office fit no day important, but nobody vote me. Mr. President, people vote him. He is accountable to these people. Here now, I feel decide to say I close down this radio station. Now beg, they go beg me. I don't know whether you understand. For people we go benefit. But the president and commander in chief. See, now feedback they give presidency. Nigerians are complaining that the president is not communicating with them. I know they pretend. I am speaking on behalf of Nigerians. When I wait there close to that, make una tell and say, we Nigerians need engagement. From time to time, if you take one or two decisions, as the thing they bite people, it's just like mother waiting for kitchen. Children they shout, "Oh, mommy, why this thing never do done?" If mother explains, say, "You will go buy firewood," you know, say the firewood wet. You expect make I do magic. I don't know whether I understand. Now the others will follow, they support the person where they protest, go say, oh, so the firewood they wet. That alone.
But they don't they catch fire small.
It don't. Now, mommy, even if it takes now 30 minutes you do, then they complain. Now with this explanation, even after 3 hours, nobody go complain. Instead, the children go talk, say, how we go enter kitchen, go assist mommy, make this food done. We are ready to support the president. But the president should engage us and let us understand that we are important as far as decisions are concerned.
Thank you, Ordinary President. Now, this I want, Ordinary President, this is my point. It is also important for all of us as Nigerians to accept the challenges we have in our country. Ordinary President, let us well, this is a very wonderful family. But if you stay outside ordinary Nigerian, you know water leaf now that I can plant behind my house. You will find out that the Nigerian today will prefer to buy even water leaf in the market. We are not planting. And if you say, they say, no, so insecurity. Insecurity, but you have a backyard, you can plant even
tomatoes,
pepper, okra, and then cook. Some of us from riverine areas, we don't want to live our lives within our means.
We appreciate this man. And that is that thing where you talk not true. And these are no be so. Even so you as a young person.
Yes, sir.
You notice the Nigerians, the way Nigerians they live in the kind of lifestyle where they no feel sustained.
Ordinary President, sorry. You find a young girl, for instance, Ordinary President, carrying iPhone that I cannot even carry as a legislator, a lawyer of many years. And you wonder where she gets money. What of wedding, Ordinary President? What of burial? we should begin to cut our coats according to our clothing.
According to the material available.
Oh, thank you. But when we want to live a lie, you want to carry smartphone, you want to live in an area you cannot afford, you are putting pressure on the economy and on yourself. And so the complaint will continue. This is not about Mr. President now. This is a personal decision. Ordinary president. A president cannot do everything for us.
That one we know.
Okay, let me take you somewhere.
Carry me.
Some of us who want to sow seed somewhere where you cannot afford. Ordinary president. Some people want to go to.
They want to sow seed somewhere and they cannot afford.
They cannot afford. Some want to do charity beyond their means. Ordinary president, that one is not Mr. President. There's still pressure on the economy. Ordinary president, let us take things easy as Nigerians.
Thank you.
Is it true?
Not true.
No. So